people look forward to build. And they had that going on, and then we had a meeting, and they saw what we do. We're like, what do you guys do? Well, we do insurance. We do this. Let me show you what we do. And they saw the opportunity, and they came on board. And right before COVID happened, 5 months prior, we had a conversation with them. They said, we're thinking about selling our business. And they had a multiple 7-figure offer. And what do you think we should do? I said, freaking sell it. Great timing, right? Well, we didn't know COVID was going to happen. Sell it. Imagine the timing 5 months prior to COVID.
Wow.
They sold it, and they came on board. And all the stories that Christian said about what happened to his brother, obviously what happened to his mother as a young kid, what happened to his brother, that was one of the first calls that I got that he made. He's screaming at the top of his lungs. I'm like, I'm scared. What's going on, bro? You okay? He tells me about his brother passing away. Then his father passes away, right? And I meet a boss who's a boss with employees. And you're a boss because you tell people what to do. You hire or fire people. You're a boss. And you're working in business with your spouse. That's a traditional business, right? And as he came on board here, he had a mentorship with Patrick, PBD, myself. I've been knowing Patrick for the last 16 years. We started the company together. And then as you see a man leading his wife, leading his family, leading his kids, go through that adversity, and for the average person, you freaking break. You fall apart. You throw in a towel, you start drinking, you start doing other nonsense, right? And we saw a man who was a boss in business become a leader. There's moments in your life where God's never going to give you a challenge you can never overcome. At the moment, you're thinking, how can I overcome this? Let go and let God. God will never give you a challenge you cannot overcome. And you saw a individual that I just met 5 years ago, just challenged, adversity, leader. Challenged, adversity, leader. What's the alternative? So I'm here to, first, number one, give so much credit to seeing the Oriana family evolve as an incredible husband-wife couple. It's never going to be easy. This is going to be, they hold a record for the less arguments in the last 4 years.
Awesome.
As a couple, just kidding, right? You see those trophies in their room, the trophies? They're for a reason, right? All those arguments and challenges. But man, to see a man have the desire to become better, to say, hey, Floor, this is going to be your business. Just don't put me on stage to talk to people. I don't want to talk to people in Burbank. I don't want to be in front of people. And today he's at the MGM Grand Arena in front of 10,000 people, making people cry. You understand the evolution of that? Like, here's where I was, and yeah, well deserved. And I said, look, you're going to have a testimony for somebody, right? So I'm here to, one, give credit to Christian because I love him. He's my brother. And we built a good friendship over the last 5 years. Only 5 years, like yesterday, right? So when I talk to Juan, he talks about the gratitude. He talks about the gratitude you have for Oriana. And I feel it. I just want you guys to know it's a mutual feeling, right? Now, for some of you guys here, you're probably thinking, oh, that's kind of cute. You guys are like good friends. Today, the next hour, guys, set aside your ego. If you made money, great. You're at the next level of broke because there's always someone making more money than you. If you made $1 million, great. There's someone that's making $5 million. Okay, set aside our ego. If you made $5 million, the next level is $10 million. You're broke at that level. Does that make sense? There's always another level. So let's set aside our egos. And I hope today you get the message from whatever you get from this. I hope you get some value. I'm here to share with you guys my brief story, go into some topics about men, briefly my story, and me, by the way. Anybody here raised by a mom only? Anybody raised by a mama? Any self-proclaimed mama's boy? I'm with you. Yes? If I love their mamas, I love my mom, right? Maybe you grew up in an environment of violence. Maybe dad wasn't in the picture. Maybe there's alcohol, drugs, abuse, problems in marriages, cheating, you name it, right? No one's perfect. But I want you to know that I'm part of that statistic. I'm part of that group, but I wanted to break away from that. Does that make sense? When I met this guy, PBD, in 2008, He was just a guy's guy, and I met him in Northridge, California. I was born in Mexico, raised in San Fernando Valley, went to Ohio High School. Any Huskies in the house? Any Huskies? Anybody from the Valley? No? All you guys are from the IE? Or the Valley? Glendale in the house. Okay, Glendale, very good. Santa Ana. So I go to Cal State Northridge. I dropped out. I'm a psych major. Mom and dad separated. We come to this country. They separated. Then mom raised 4 kids. She got involved with Shaklee. Am I familiar with Shaklee vitamins? Vitamin company, kind of like Herbalife. She raised 4 kids. Set a great example. I'm the youngest of 4. Older brother, 2 older sisters, and we grew up in the San Fernando Valley. Van Nuys, Pacoima, heard of the hood? That hood, that's my hood. You name it, gunshots, drugs, alcohol, you name it, all that neighborhood. And that was my environment, okay? So then, fast forward, I grew up in an area, Hazeltine, Van Nuys. All my buddies, we played basketball, hung out. I was just talking to one about my peer group. We played basketball during the weekends, jumped the fence, that was our thing. And then there was this guy Oscar, this other guy named Steven, other guy named Lorenzo, we're hanging out. That was my crew. And then we had some friends, some my Armenian guys. Hovik, the other one was John. No, John is Hovik. The other one was Jason. And then Adam. Adam was from New York. But sorry to say, my Armenian friends. But Adam from New York got influenced by a guy named Jason, who started bringing the cocaine to the basketball court. Okay? So, sorry about that, right? Yeah, Hovik as well. Hovik was smoking, I was smoking with Hovik too. But I didn't do any of that other stuff. And then Adam from New York, 5'6", great ball skills, so much talent. These are all our friends of mine. They were friends of mine for like 8-9 years. Good guys. Played basketball, all of them. Armenians, Mexicans, you name it. Good people. But unfortunately, we got influenced by the wrong people, right? So they started smoking weed. I was smoking with them. They were drinking on the basketball court, right? So was I. And then my guy Adam just went the full wrong way. Started doing cocaine. He's 5'6", 100 and probably like 50 pounds. And then he ended up in rehab. I went to go visit him in rehab. He's 98 pounds. So that was my influences, by the way, just so you know. Then I met a guy named Stuart Dallas. Stuart Dallas, 6'4" guy, father figure, the guy that I didn't have. I met him on a basketball court. 15 years older than us. He became my father figure that I didn't have. 6'4", red-headed white dude. His name's Stuart Dallas. Now he's not Latino, okay? And he's an intellect, 6'4" guy, basketball guy. Today he's living in Japan, and he's a teacher. He teaches English in Japan. And he really only moved over because he liked Japanese women, just so you know. But he's also a teacher. But he said, Jose, bro, you can go this route and you see what's going on to these buddies, or you can stay here. I said, okay, I gotta stay here. Because I cannot let my single mom down because she raised 4 kids. How the heck am I gonna give back to her? I'm invited to a meeting. I meet Patrick in 2008. PBD. Anyone follow PBD?
Yep.
Yes?
Yep.
I met him when he was broke. We're part of another company, WG. He cast a vision. We're gonna build the biggest financial marketing company. Every now and then you meet guys that are visionaries, that are dreamers, that really back it up with work, and he's one of the guys. And I'm fortunate that I met the right guy at the right time, who became my mentor, my coach, my friend. Changed my life. Forever grateful for Pat. He'll be in my life forever. And he's family. And we're broke. So we started a company, we're broke. You name it. Invested all of our money, not our money, we're broke, there's nothing to invest. we maxed out our credit cards, okay? Right? So this happened, some of our original guys here. And then one of our events in December 2010. And this is the Cadillac CTS I got 3 years later. I'm thinking, oh, I'm doing good. I made $150,000 Cadillac. 6 months later, I got repoed. And then my driver license suspended, my wife's license suspended. We were driving this piece of crap. Anybody familiar with Suzuki Forensic? Suzuki Forensic. We're both driving it. They're tinted windows. Good, thank goodness they're tinted windows. We're running appointments on that day. Can you believe that? But it's always okay to temporarily downgrade to permanently upgrade. Yes? It's an upgrade. A lot of times when you're trying to, anybody an entrepreneur, anybody trying to build their own business? Yes? Anybody trying to build it? Yes. Guys, this whole idea about the American dream is to own a home. That's not the American dream. The American dream is not to get into $500,000 debt. That most of your salary goes to a debt you're paying for this home. It's not the American dream. And to pay off a house. I want to pay off my house. That's the most stupidest thing you can do. The American dream is to what? Is to come to this country, build a business that you own, and you have freedom, yes? So freedom of time, freedom of income, you're not capped out, and then you can go buy whatever you want. That's the American dream. So while I'm broke, everything I'm making, I'm gonna put it back into my business, my staff, my offices. And I had the right coach in my corner. But that was the beginning days, okay? And then 2010, 2020, we got recognized as the team of the decade. These are a lot of our brokers across the country. We have 40 offices, PBD in the middle, and we scaled the company. We're the most valuable team the last 10 years, and the next 10 years, 2020, 2030. Why don't we make Power Team the team of the decade? Yes? Yeah. Right? And now we have, out of the 200 offices, we operate 40 offices. We have 2,500 licensed agents across the country. And now we have a responsibility that we've been given to go help our guys become successful. Does that make sense? But if your household is out of order, if you are out of order, if you don't have the discipline, you don't have the good habits in your house,